Well, there goes Ntsumie. Unfortunately, that's going to be all we're going to see of her. She's crossing out of Tortured and into Nkohro, and so we can't go on to that at all. It's as good as we're going to get, I'm afraid. Hopefully she turns. The boundary for us is about 50 meters behind us here, so hopefully we'll be able to get her coming out onto that road with Chitwa. We've very kindly, Peter kind of invited us just to come a little bit along onto the Nkohro Tortured cut line just so we could view her briefly kind of moving off. But I don't think we're going to be able to get much more of her. I'll try to roll back and see if there's any view, but it doesn't look like she's heading in the right direction. She looks as though she's heading more towards Nkohro, so she's kind of ghosting through this dense, thick bush away. I was hoping she's going to cut more to the right and then come back towards the cut line. So Peter is actually saying to me, I was going to speak to Peter quickly. He said to me I can follow her, which is very kind of them. Like I say, we don't normally have traverse on Nkohro, so let's see. Can we go? Alright, so Peter is being super kind to us and letting us go in to Nkohro, and he's let everybody know that we'll be in, which is very, very, very nice of him. It means that we can follow her for a little bit. We're not going to take liberties and go too far, but we'll definitely just follow her for a little bit and see where she goes. It's the nice thing about knowing guides. Peter and I have worked together now in this area. We've known each other since 2011, so it's a long, long, long time that we've worked together. And so when you have good friends like that, often they help you and you can help them. So it was very, very kind of him. I'm going to try and just see if we can get around to where she is. There we go. She's so funny. She's got the biggest ears, this cat. It's a family trait. Often these younger cats within the sort of Tundi, Karula, Kuchava lineage have got these big ears. So cool. She's such a cutie, this cat. I have a lot of time for her. I was lucky this year. I got to spend quite a number of hours with her. When I was at Jackie's, sorry, my head gets in the way. When I was at Jackie's, we saw her quite a lot and managed to have some very, very, very cool sightings of her doing her thing. You can see the little white tail is going to go up because the rattling testicular is shouting at her, and it just goes to show you how quickly they disappear behind bushes. Amazing. Now, Mom was with her. She has moved south, and Mom has stayed inside Tortured. So we'll just try and kind of stay with her. Maybe Mom will come back just now. Alright, let's try and see if we can keep up with her. Elephants have made it quite tricky here. They've dug a lot. Try and just get through gently without killing Gat on the back. So fair, exactly, just in the nick of time. Very lucky, and like I say, lucky that there's good people that are allowing us a chance to have a look at her. Like I said, this is not our normal traverse where we are at the moment, but it's very, very kind of them. Where's she gone? The last I saw her, she's straight ahead still. I didn't want to go over this bush and she's sitting behind it, and then it's a fright. Problem with her is she never stops, this cat. She's always walking and moving and going and doing her thing. She's a busy, busy, busy girl. Still straight, eh, Gat? So lost her for the time being. Was she moving here, this way? There she's far to our right. There's a nice fallen tree and a mound coming up. It would be nice if she goes and sits on that, but it's probably not likely, knowing her. She's probably going to rather walk. Although I had a really cool sighting. James Henry was, I think, at WildEarth, and we were at Jackie's and we had her on a very, very cool fallen tree. It was pretty epic, but she's walked straight past it, as I thought she might. Indeed, James, and like I say, it's just testament to the fact that we've got nice people around us that help us out. I know sometimes everyone thinks that the guides around us don't help, but they certainly do, and they always try and be accommodating of what we do and try and be mindful of how our things work with spotlights and all those kinds of things. So we're lucky that we have got people that are aware of how